If you were to ask us what's our favorite kind of place to explore, the answer might not be what you think. Don't worry, you're probably thinking beaches, but we do love those anyway.
But today, we are exploring the Wynwood neighborhood of Miami. We hear there's lots of street art, some maybe craft beer, some cool parks. We're gonna check it out. Even in the main area of Wynwood yet, and we're already coming across some really unique art right behind me, and we're trying to think of a way to express to you why we really like these areas, and it's really hard to put into words, but it's basically like it's an up-and-coming area, and even though it's already super popular, you still come across some like empty buildings that you know cool stuff is coming to eventually. It also is full of like we said, art. There's like really interesting boutiques always with some weird stuff, and I think a lot of people would describe this kind of area as hipster, even though I don't think anybody actually knows what that means.
I think the best way to explain this is to show you by example. So throughout the course of this video, we're going to try to link to some other favorite neighborhoods and cities and places where we come across stuff just like this.
So for us, the originator of them all in the neighborhood that we compare all others against is Williamsburg in Brooklyn, obviously.
Yeah, so that video, it is a little old, but don't let that stop you from going to watch it. We'll link it up here because we said that is the bar. So we'll see if this Wynwood area stacks up against it. Alright, so we just came over to Wynwood Walls, and this is clearly like one of the absolute must-do things when you're in this area. This is an incredible spot. I kind of saw pictures before we got here, like for Instagram, but there's graffiti everywhere. You're surrounded by it. There is a restaurant. There might be multiple, I'm not quite sure. There's also some shops around, and there's like cool benches, I think that look like the bottoms of tanks. What do you call those? Like the treads on a tank.
So as you can see, there's some really, really amazing pieces here. Some of my favorites that I've maybe ever seen, and I did read that some of the more famous street artists have done pieces here.
Yeah, and there's a sign over there, so we better go check that out.
So I was just reading a little bit about this area. Back in the early 2000s, it was a place you did not want to come to. Lots of crime, no people around. Then this family, I think called the Goldman family, had this vision for what this area could be. They bought up like 6 warehouses and basically created this, which is now one of the greatest collections of street art in the world.
Guys, look at the size of these rocks. Like every inch of this space is art. Look at all the carvings, the etchings. It's pretty much everywhere you look.
And now is probably a good time to mention another of those areas that we really, really loved more recently, much more recently. We were in Shoreditch, which is in London. You should definitely check that one out. Just click up there. So we were just on our way to the next place, and we came across this spot called Plant of the Future. It's basically like an art gallery, but everything is made of plants. So rather than tell you more, let's just show you. That place was very cool, super unique, also very expensive. Did you notice that that painting, or not painting, but that artwork on the wall with the 3 pieces?
Yeah.
Was $21,000.
Yeah, I wanted to buy the pig for $15,000, but we're not going to do that today, are we?
No.
It was a little hard to film and talk in there, but because it was so small and there's so many Instagrammers, but hopefully that shop gives you a good idea of the inside of the places around here, because they're just as cool as the outside. Over to this place called the Yard. We've started with some much needed beer. It's hot today, guys. It's a really cool place, and the Yard is probably a good name for it. It's basically like there's a bunch of food trucks kind of on the outside. There's a bar in the middle. It's loud because it's Sunday, and there is a DJ here. I don't know if there's a DJ here every day, but it's especially loud today.
There's some shops. I also saw like there's some planters with like herbs and stuff behind us. There's shipping containers. It's really cool. So we could not come to a park full of food trucks and not get something to eat. You guys know how much we love Mexican food, so when we saw a taco truck, we knew that's where we had to go. We ended up getting some chicken tacos.
And they look like amazing chicken tacos. They're chipotle chicken. There's a bit of like a lime sauce, they called it. Almost looks like avocado sauce. And there's some sweet onion on there as well. Maybe some, what is that, parsley over there?
I'd
or
say
cilantro.
cilantro, my favorite.
All right, guys. Anna is going first here as usual. It smells like a corn tortilla, in case you're wondering. And if you can't hear us, I'm sorry. It's really loud here. It's Sunday, and it's getting louder as each hour goes on. We're getting the thumbs up signal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I don't even want to talk about it. It's so good.
Yeah, wait. That's a good joke. You don't want to talk about it? Okay, you got to talk about it for these guys.
Okay. So, yeah, the nice chipotle flavor to it. The lime, though, the lime cilantro sauce on the top is to die for. I'm in love with it. It kind of cools it down a little bit. And then I think Trevor put some hot sauce over the top. So it's like, it's a little, it's hot and it's good. Look
at the colors in here. Look at that green sauce mixed in with that beautiful looking chicken. All right, I'm going for this. Oh my.
Isn't it so good?
Incredible. Oh my lord, this might be one of the best tacos I've ever tasted.
I agree.
I put a whole bunch of hot sauce on there, so I think that's probably doing it. We love things spicy.
But that lime cilantro sauce is just like,
Lime cilantro is through the roof. The chicken itself, definitely slow cooked over time, melts in your mouth. Love a corn tortilla. You can't beat a corn tortilla, and this is one of the better ones.
Yeah, I think the taco is like everything I love in the world, like together.
What a taco. Wow. So we decided to switch locations because we were pretty sure you guys couldn't hear us very well. We are getting more food. Yeah, we ordered more food. It happens to be right over here. Let's go see if it's ready. Yeah, this place is called Mr. Q. It's Asian street food. Since we left Asia, we're starting to crave Asian food. So we got two things. Popcorn chicken. Might not be the healthiest, but it just sounded really good. Here you go. Thank you. I gotta go back and get the other thing. Then we got some Asian spring rolls. I'm so excited for these Asian spring rolls because I'm kind of missing Asia and their yummy food. It looks really good. It looks really crispy. It's hot. It's hot? No, that sauce, I'm not sure what it is, but can you tell? It's like a sweet and sour sauce, maybe? It probably is a sweet and sour sauce.
I will say this. I wish we had started with this instead of the tacos because I feel like nothing can beat those.
Nothing's gonna beat those tacos, that is for sure.
But I'll try these. Quite crispy, hot. The sauce is good, not spicy. It's like a sweet and sour sauce, like I said. They're good. I mean, they're nothing to write home about, but they're really good.
Hot temperature. I will say the insides of these things are like really soft. I don't know the last time I had popcorn chicken, to be honest. Usually like the chicken's not really chicken on the inside. I'm probably thinking of KFC. I'll tell you what though, we tried some Jollibee recently, and Jollibee is a Filipino like institution, and they're known, one of the things they're known for is their fried chicken. We'll link that video up here if you want to go see it, because this is no Jollibee, but it's gonna work today on a Sunday in Miami.
All right, let's go for these spring rolls.
So I'm thinking that sauce is the same. Looks like sweet and sour. So they look really good. I can see all the veggies of the other ones from my angle.
Yeah, there's like carrots, maybe some cabbage, some other stuff in there. I will say it's super, super crispy on the outside, and on the inside, not nearly as much. It's almost like a little creamier, which sounds really weird, but it's good.
Guys, Anna and I are like talking about past trips, and on topic of places like this, so back to like cool areas, like great vibe, graffiti, it's quiet. We were recently in Budapest, and that is one of those spots, just like the other area, the Shortage we mentioned, or what the bar is at there in Williamsburg. So in Budapest is one of our favorite spots on the planet, one of our favorite cities on earth, and we'll link the video here. You should go check that out because we've had such a good time there. And this place sort of reminds us of that. It has that same
particularly
kind
the
of
Jewish quarter, right?
Right, it was the Jewish quarter in Budapest. But yeah, just the vibe here, like it's just our thing. Like, we love walking around these kinds of neighborhoods and cities.
What this place is going to be like in like 5 years from now. There's lots of empty spaces and stuff, so I'm sure it's going to change a lot. And two, what's it like not on a Sunday?
Oh, yeah, I'm very curious what it would be like on a Sunday. There's a lot of loud music going on today. I will say, we were talking about we love graffiti. This has some of the most graffiti like in a condensed area that I've ever seen. There's like all these, clearly there's like empty lots everywhere, but even within the lots, there's graffiti. So it's like everywhere you go, there is art. We just had a blast walking around this neighborhood and exploring. Now guys, if you haven't watched our last video yet, make sure you go do that because we were having so much fun eating Cuban food. So make sure, we'll link it up here if we can, but you go check that, make sure to check that out because it's just in a total different area of the city. And well, in our next video, this time, we're not going to tell you where we're going just yet. You're going to have to wait until next week.
But it's super exciting, and it might be a place that you've never even heard of before. Alright guys, that's it.
From Miami, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.
Never seen a grown man rock jewelry like me. Jealousy be coming over you, then you bite me. All these other people, they be cool and just like me. Talking about the homies and unusually right me.